Can you, the veteran, calculate your own overall combined service connected percentage? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do just that by utilizing the VA's combined rating table from their website. So stick around. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, owner and founder of CAMD89 VA Claims Consulting, United States Army veteran, and retired VA rating specialist. Today's video, I am going to show you the 38 CFR that covers the combined rating table and how you can utilize that table and calculate your own percentage. Now, there are several websites out there that you can put your information in and it'll calculate it for you. But when I hired in as a VA rating specialist, they told us, hey, you may not have access to one of those programs or even your own spreadsheet that they provided us that helped us to calculate this a lot faster, and you may have to do it by hand. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And now this is also called VA math. Okay, a lot of veterans reference it as VA math. Now, also when I was going through that training, they said, hey, you also have to know where to go and find this information. Now, so what I'm going to show you is actually on the VA's website. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see, this is the VA's 38 CFR 4.25 combined rating table. Now, you can go to the VA's website, va.gov, go to the top right, type in combined rating table, or just Google 38 CFR 4.25, and you'll see exactly what I'm showing you here. Okay, so let's scroll down and we're going to go through what I have highlighted in red. Okay, now, if you hadn't already, pause this video, get a piece of paper, okay, and write this down, because when I start showing you this table, it may seem confusing and you want to take some notes. Okay, now I'm going to jump right to subpart A. To use table 1, the disabilities will first be arranged in the exact order of their severity. Okay, arranged in the exact order of their severity, beginning with the greatest disability, meaning the highest, and then combined. And then combined with use of table 1 as and hereafter indicated. All right, we're going to get to that in a minute. So now they're giving you an example. Okay, so in this example, it says if there are 2 disabilities, the degree of one disability will read in the left column, okay, the left side, we'll get to that in a minute, and the degree of the other in the top row. Okay, so you have a left column and a top row, whichever is appropriate. The figures appearing in the space where the column and row intersect will represent the combined value of the 2. Okay, this combined value will then be converted to the nearest number divisible by 10, and combined values ended in 5 will adjust upward, meaning it goes to the next higher percentage. And then they give you an example. Okay, so the first part that I read, what they're telling you, the left side of the table, and then you have the top row. And if a disability is, let's say, at 65 in this example, then we have to round up to 70. Okay, so it says with a 50% disability and a 30% disability, the combined value will be found to be 65%. But the 65% must be converted to 70% to represent the final degree of disability. So that's what they said. 65%, meaning if it's ended in 5, will be adjusted upward. Okay, that's what they mean by divisible by 10. You have to adjust upward. Okay, so The first example that I'm going to go over is this example they give you. You have one disability at 50 and the other disability at 30. So here we go. And this is about to get real interesting. Okay. So now this is the VA combined rating table. On the left, you can see the left column that they said is highlighted, is in bold: 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That is the left column. Okay. Keep that in mind. The top row: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. So you have to count across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the top row. Okay. So the scenario that they gave, you got one disability at 50% and the other disability at 30. So we have to go with the highest one first. We're going to keep going down till we get to 50. So you could see 50, and I'm highlighting in red for you, 50 on the left row. I'm sorry, on the left side. Okay. Now you want to count over 3 rows because we got to get to the 30%, right? So the first row is 55%. That represents the 10%. The second row is 60%, which represents 20%. And the third row is 65%. Now, in the example that I gave, remember when they said if it's a 5, you have to round up and it goes to 70. So the overall rating, if you have a disability at 50 and the other at 30, is 70. Now, I'm not taking into consideration if these were a bilateral factor like the knee or the shoulder or something like that. Okay. I'm trying to keep it very simple. All right. Now, let's go to our example that I came up with. All right. So I'm going to give you some time to write this down. You got PTSD at 70. You have migraines at 50 and a right knee at 10%. Okay. Now, I'm already telling you that this comes out to 87%. Okay. With an overall rating of 90, because remember, anything at 5 or older has to be rounded up to the nearest 10th, which is 90%. Okay. So everybody got that? I hope you were able to write that down. I'll leave it up for a couple of seconds. PTSD at 70, migraines at 50, and right knee at 10. Okay. We got that. Write that down. All right. Now, let's go back over to our table. Okay. And we want to go down to the left row until we see the 70%. Now, it's 2 pages to this. All right. Which is okay. It's okay. All right. So on the left-hand side, we got a PTSD at 70. We got to go to the top row and we got to go over to 50%. So we count 5 over and I left it right at the top so you can see it, the 50%. And it says they have to intersect. Okay. So you got 70. If it was a 10%, it'd be 73%. If it was 20, 76, 30, 79, 40, 82. But we said the migraines is at 50. So you look to the left, 70. The top row is 50, intersects at 85. Now, we have a right knee at 10. This is where it's going to get tricky. So keep in mind that 85%. We're going to scroll down. We're going to come back to the left side. Okay. We're going to come back to the left side and put 85 on the left side, right? We come over to the first row, which is what? 87%. Remember, we have to round up to the 90%. Okay? So when you have more than 2, when you find that number, that percentage, you have to take that number and go back over to the left side like I did with the 85% and add the 10% in this scenario for the right knee, and that gives you 87%. Okay? All right, now let's keep going here. Now, this is one that's going to get a little bit harder. Okay. We have the migraines at 50%, sleep apnea at 50%, the lumbar strain at 40%, and tinnitus at 10, and the right knee at 10. The overall percentage is 88%, rounded up to 90. So let's go back to our table. Okay. So we're back here at our table, and we're going to go back up. We got to find that 50%, right? Oh, where we get? Okay, right here. So look over to the left side and you see 50%. Okay. Now we want to find sleep apnea at 50%. Okay. Now you're not going to see the actual names of the conditions on here. Okay. It's just the numbers. So left side, you see the 50%. We count over. One is at 55, two is at 60, three is at 65, four is at 70, five is at 75, which represents the 50%. For the sleep apnea, that's 75%. Okay. And I'm writing this down as well as I go, because I want you all to understand this VA math. So now we have the 50 and 50 comes out to 75. All right. So now we got to take that 75 number and put it over in the left row. All right. And when we do that, now we're going to count over 4. 78 is 1, 80 is 2, 83 is 3, 85 is 4. Okay. So now, let me make sure I got that right. Yep. 75, 78 is 1, 80 is 2, 83 is 3, 85 is 4, 88%. Okay. Now I'm getting confused. Nope. It's 85% because we're coming over 4 rows. See how easy you can get confused? I'm making myself confused. All right. So again, 75%, we count over 4 rows. 78 is 1, 80 is 2, 83 is 3, 85 is 4, representing the 40% for the lumbar strain. Okay. So now we have to take that 85 and come back over to the left side. Okay. So now we have that 85%. You see the 85% on the left. Okay. And we got 10% for tinnitus. Remember that? Brings us over to the first column, which is 87%. All right. So then we take that 87, we come back over to the left side, and you see the 87. And then we add another 10% for the right knee, which brings us to 88%, which means it's over that 5. We have to round up to the nearest 10th, which is 90%. Okay. So I almost got confused there on that last one, but I just wanted to show you how you go about calculating your percentage, doing it by hand. Okay. It's a lot easier when you have a spreadsheet and it calculates the numbers for you. It's a lot simpler. Okay. But you, the veteran, you want to know how to do this just in case you don't have a spreadsheet or you can't find a website, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them out there. I've seen them where you can go and you can calculate it, but you also want to know how to do it here by hand. Okay. So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.